It's time to break it open and really stand out. It's here.
Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Good morning to you once again. Thank you for staying with Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola. It's time for Mainland Focus. Today is Thursday, and if you're somebody who follows the program, you'd know that every Thursday it's Open Mic Thursday, which means that you're not restricted to the stories that have been reviewed in the papers. You can, of course, reference them. You can choose to talk about them. But if you would like to maybe bring up a matter that you think we missed, or give your opinions on certain issues that were not reviewed today in particular, you have every opportunity to do so, and you have 2 minutes for your contributions. Earlier in Trends in the Papers, we went through a number of stories, the most important of which happens to be the proposed 114% pay rise for public officers, which many have said will complicate the conversations for minimum wage, amongst other things. We're also talking about the over 2,000 vacancies that are open at the moment as a result of the board dissolution that was done by the new President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There are conversations about the student loan, which at this moment is creating some sort of controversy between ASU and KUNUA, both of which are education bodies in the country. Before we end our Trends in the Papers, we were supposed to review one more story, but time was not necessarily on our side, and this is about the Eco Rice initiative. So at the moment, Eco Rice has entered the market, and the price is 33,000 naira. The Eco Rice, which was produced from the Lagos state-owned 32 metric tons per hour Immortal rice mill, has gotten into the market, and at this moment is being sold for 33,000 naira. Of course, as compared to the price of rice, which is now about, I think, 45 to 50,000 naira, according to those who constantly buy a bag of rice. But Eco Rice is 33,000 naira, so you've probably seen it, and you want to tell us about it. We'll definitely appreciate that. So, Fuad, also on the Vanguard, the DMO has been warning the federal government to steer clear of more borrowing. Says 73.5% of revenue will be used to service debt in 2023. They're advocating for privatization and the sale of government assets to reduce borrowing. They're saying that the federal government should heed DMO's warnings. These are financial analysts and experts. And also, they've cautioned against further borrowing, and debt service revenue situation is very precarious. And that is that particular headline. So I just wanted us to talk about that so we don't, leave important matters because of time. Fuad, I would ask you first. Good morning to you once again. I'll ask you, what is your story for today? And if you would also like to comment on the headlines that I just reeled out, I would appreciate that as well.
I'll put that in one minute. The Eco Rice, for anyone that's able to get it, good luck. There was a lake rice before.
Yes.
I've not seen any lake rice anywhere.
I haven't either.
But the Eco Rice is out now again. If you're able to get Eco Rice, good luck to you. Now, the issue of revenue by the DMO.
Yes.
Again, I keep seeing proposals from government saying, we can borrow more. There's no problem with borrowing. And the argument is very simple. That look, our debt to GDP is still about 30%. We have about 70% window to borrow more. But I say that look, you don't take analysis in isolation,
right?
Especially when it comes to economic issues. You have to look at your revenue to debt profile.
Yes.
And then you also look at your corruption index, which is also very important, because when you borrow, and half of what you borrow, more than 70% of what you borrow, goes into private pockets, then it becomes a problem. So if you say China has a debt to GDP of about 200%, America about 100%, but you also have to look at their revenue profile against the debt, and also look at their corruption index, which is about almost 0%. So those are the issues you consider when you talk about economic matters. Now, my major story is this 140% increase. I've said all I need to say. The government should please again show that look, we're in this together. I don't know how they're going to do that. We must see that the government really wants to cut down the cost of governance. They are quick to throw everything to Nigerians now, as we see, but they must also look at the mood of the nation and lead by example. Show that indeed we are in this together, and they are indeed ready to cut down the cost of governance. Very, very important. And as a matter of urgency too, begin to tell us what they are going to do to alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians from all of these things they are throwing at Nigerians. Because look, it's becoming unbearable. That's the reality say. It's becoming unbearable. And then for security, Plateau needs help. Plateau State needs help. The government needs to come in immediately and other trouble spots too. And I'll say against the police, it is about institutional reform. It's not going to be there for too long. So it needs to go in there with the mind to reform that institution, change the image of that institution. Yes, introduce technology, but ultimately, the solution to insecurity in Nigeria should have to be with the real power of the government to punish culprits. Until we do that, nothing is going to change.
Fuad, thank you so very much. We appreciate your analysis. It's time for us to start taking contributions. I appreciate all of your patience, all right? I will take as many contributions as possible. The phone line's 0913 6000 410. If you want to send a text message or a WhatsApp message, you can do so with the number 0913 6000 430. Please, I implore you to not call the WhatsApp or text message line because you will interfere with the connection and I will not get any messages. So please call 0913 6000 410. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. You can drop your contributions and your comments on there and I'll read them. I already see the comments. I promise I will get through all these comments. But let's start with phone calls for this morning. Hello. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Hello. Hello.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Your name, please.
My name is Ambrose.
Nice to have you, sir.
Yes, God bless you. Good morning, Fuad.
He's with you. Please go on ahead, sir.
Okay, we thank God for today.
Yeah.
You see, I have always said it, Sage. You see, these allowances that we're talking about, let's even assume, for the sake of what they are saying, we are approving. If it was just this allowance alone, it would have been okay. Are you getting what I'm saying now?
Yes.
And then the other constitutions, the projects and all of that, they carry it out with due diligence. If only they are sincere, I have been talking about sincerity. This one that we are even saying they are collecting is even a stepping to the ones that they collect through the back door, through contract, through padding, and all of that. If only our elected members are sincere to make sure that the government and the executive is transparent, government is able to execute all the money from the increase in fuel and all of those things if they are sincere. But you see, this is just one part of their insincerity. And, talking about insecurity, I'm happy. I hope that the chief of defense staff, who is from Zango, Qatar, will be able to, curtail what do you call it now? The excesses of these people who have been troubling.
Oh, the service chiefs who had been replaced. Okay.
Chief of defense staff, yes.
Okay.
So, for me, if this government is sincere, they will succeed. But if they are not sincere, all these ones is going to be camouflaged.
Thank you, Pastor.
And for me, I'm waiting until December before I will say they are doing well or not. For now,
thank you.
I don't have anything to say.
Thank you so very much. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, this
is who? I'm sorry. Okay. Nice to have you. Please go on.
Thank you. Let me quote what former governor of Lagos State, Fashola, said when he was campaigning for second term election. He told his opponent that we were just kidding. I want to believe that the revenue mobilization, whatever they call it now, they are just kidding. They dare not. And as a matter of fact, the fact that they even said it on air to even fly the kite, it's so expensive to apply right now. I just want to comes back so that I will not flicker away all the goodwill he's enjoying and may enjoy for a long time with this careless, reckless statement. How can you say this when people are still hurting? Yes, I'm a Tinubu to the down. I believe in it because when it was government Lagos, I know some things that happened. I appreciate it forever. But then I don't blindly support, and I don't blamelessly oppose because some will just oppose opposition. This is not the time and never the time to say something. Even if you just saying it, it's insulting to many people's activities. I know what I'm about to spend in the last 1 month just buying fuel and diesel. And somebody has the temerity, God, to come out and say this. I hope when the president comes back, he will address it. In fact, those that feel the tide, they should go on suspension. Because it's insulting. They will not carry it out. You know, imagine the sex and friendly, they enjoy a competition. Somebody will serve Nigeria for 35 years in the civil service, will go on with a pittance of 3 million, 4 million naira. And somebody will just stay in the house, collect like 20 million per month, and if you say they want to review and increase their salary, I mean, it's a joke taken so far. And it should be addressed immediately because people are just abandoned with it. For security, I think the better will do well. That the new IG will do well. Let's just support him.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Please the volume on your radio, sir. Hello.
I've just done that. Just from that. Good morning for us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for calling. Please go on.
You can see now, like I've been saying, that democracy is not meant for us. Everything we copy from overseas, we are busy. See, I don't know whether we are devil's reincarnate. Honestly, every bad thing is what we first on our people, especially these politicians. Okay, you take away our subsidy that we are enjoying. You are increasing light money now from July 1st, and you are 7% on VAT on diesel, and you are now increasing your own salary. There's a huge disconnect between the two of us. And I've been telling people, I hope the supporters of APC, PDP, Labour, ABGA will now wake up to the reality that the interest of the politicians is what they are after. They should open their eyes and know that these politicians are our enemies. That's just it. Because there's a huge disconnect between the two of us, between the politicians and we, the subjects. How can we be wallowing in penury and we are battling? I know how much I'm spending on fuel for the last 1 month now to keep my business flowing, and you are going to increase 114% your salary, apart from the emolument, apart from the allowances. Wow.
My brother, thank you so very much for calling. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Stage.
Good morning.
This is Joseph Olanshaw.
Welcome.
Good morning, Ford. I think my take on this is we thank God for what the IGP said, but those are just statements because the issue of security has to start from our policy. The Nigeria policy on issue of security need to be addressed. First, security rely on some very important indices. One, data. As I'm talking to you today, if you have any issue with any person, sometimes the police or the security agency find it difficult to get the address of that individual. We don't actually know our correct population. We don't actually know something wrong with our data. So if IGP now said, thank God as it's making that comment in Abuja, I'm sorry to say thank God, as we're making that comment in Abuja, from the report just they are killing people. There's another place that they might keep people there without any report about the incident. So what we're saying is, except the government have policy by respecting the first schedule of our constitution that the government to protect life and property, we should follow the spirit of that line. If not, we will continue to be wasting our time. If you go and look at the successive press release of different IG whenever they come into office, it's sometimes very close to, or it's almost the same thing. They will warn all the criminals, give them marching order and the rest of them. Before they even finish that statement, you see that these criminals continue to do their business. But the question is this: if you go to any security permission, go to any police station in Lagos and across the whole federation, you will need that those police station or police formation need help. There are sometimes you are there, no light for hours. Is it the person that you say is going to protect, is going to give it? Yeah, they may have the knowledge to do the job, but the environment is so toxic and so difficult for them to perform. So, except government believe on that, look at the policy and our approach to security. No matter what the defense will say, what the DSL will say, what the IGP will say, I'm just telling you, we're going to make a statement.
Thank you so much.
So let us embrace issue of look at the police and say every Nigerian must be safe. In Dubai, I drive in Dubai, there's no house or just no information without a CCTV. And that's why they can't crack anything. Do you tell me Lambridge there's no CCTV?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for a wonderful program.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. We'll come back to phone calls in a bit. Please, we're trying to include as many people as possible when it comes to contribution. So I'm currently on our Facebook page at the moment, Mainland 98.3 FM. We're streaming live, so you can send your contributions via those platforms as well. The messages that we have so far on Facebook, Salahuddin Ridwan Femi says, good morning, welcome to another day. May Almighty Allah give us wisdom and knowledge. Thank you, Salahuddin. Salahuddin also says, I wish I can listen to this morning tonic whenever I'm outside Lagos. You most definitely can. You can either do this by streaming live on Facebook, just like you're doing right this very moment. As long as you have access to the internet, stream on Facebook and you can contribute as well. Or you can use Radio Garden, check Mainland 98.3 FM and connect with us, and we'll be more than happy to have you. Another message here by from Okola Koka. He says Nigeria is now bigger than one man to rule. That is why many atrocities are being committed. I believe the only solution to all these problems is for every region to go their separate ways. I believe the politicians were the ones behind the atrocities. Let me just put it as that. That's not what he wrote, but you understand. Thanks Fuad for your factual analysis. Emi Femi says, as you have said, everybody should try hard to sustain themselves. Those are the messages we've gotten so far. You can keep the messages coming in. WhatsApp 0913-6000-410. I'll take 2 more phone calls and then I'll go to WhatsApp. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, and
my dear friend.
what I'm saying exactly. My friend.
All right.
God bless you.
Thank you. Good morning. Your name, please.
Yeah. Yes.
You still tell us your name now for the sake of those who don't know who's speaking.
You said?
I said please still tell us your name for the sake of those who don't know who's speaking.
Okay. Okay. I thought my name has become a household name for.
It is.
Yes. My name is Barrister Peter Oku.
Welcome.
Calling from Maryland. On the open mic today, actually, I like to talk about the 2 issues. One is the issue of student loan scheme, and the second is the issue of increment, the bogus increment of the public public
officers' salary.
Yeah, exactly. In the first place, the education loan scheme, I think we should rejig it. As it is presently, composition is not going to work, because I participated in that scheme in the US. When I was schooling in the US, it is very problematic. Education is very expensive. It is not as cheap as we are thinking. You know, even now, the Biden administration, it was forced a few months ago to cancel some of the student loan schemes. Loans that were given many years ago, people cannot repay, because when you finish school, you have to worry about getting married and training your children. Then how do you repay loan? You know, so I think they have to rethink that policy. You know, maybe think of work study program. You know, combine it with that scheme. But to say a student has to graduate and start repaying back, it's not possible. It's not going to work. Then on the issue of the civil servants, the public officers' salary schemes, I think that the Revenue Mobilization Agency should be dissolved, because they don't know what they are doing. How can you be treating public officers bogus salary? It's already bogus. You know, a senator is earning 1.5 million naira a month.
Thank you.
Plus allowances, and now you want to increase it.
Thank you.
I think that they should dissolve that revenue mobilization agency. They don't know what they are doing.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Hello, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Okay,
All right. Please go ahead.
You see, when they started this thing about increasing public officer salary, I was like, what? Hello?
Well, with you. Please go ahead.
Yesterday, I was even watching one of their officials. He was telling us that they are increasing this thing because the cost of living, the cost of commodity.
Hello? All right. You're going to have to call us back, I guess. And there was a feedback in the background. Please turn down the volume on your radio when you call, all right? Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Babalola Sage.
Good morning to you, sir.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Thank God I hear your beautiful voice again.
Thank you.
My name is Prince Y. Calling you from Oshodi right now.
Yeah, to show you. Okay. Go ahead.
You see, that, people they've denied that mobilization physical commission. They've denied. But
I'm sorry, they denied. They denied what?
They denied local increment.
Oh, let me verify that. But go ahead.
They've denied, and the official that made the statement without the permission of the chairman of that committee, and without the permission of the National Assembly, without the permission of Mr. President, that commissioner to be sanctioned, because that deny is to be perpetually. We want it to be. Why should it be? All of us shouting. All of us shouting, no money, no food, everything so scarce. And somebody want to increase the salary of politicians. It can't be possible. We can't allow it. And I want Mr. President to just tell to stop it immediately. The woman that made that statement, they call the woman, maybe look at something. The commission that made that statement. She should be sanctioned. We are talking of austerity. We are talking of increment of petroleum or this or that. And people are suffering. Somebody is not talking of increase the salary of a politician in this country. No way. As I do it. Finally, for equal rights, I really appreciate my governor. The people, agriculture is distorting now. Every state governor, no governor can tell me that in Southwest, yeah, you have a fertile land, you have a land that can grow anything. What I'm talking about is to go back to the land, to start the farm equipment, and plug that to farm. If somebody can work in a construction company, that fellow can work in the farm, food, and he wants in Nigeria to be stable. Good morning to you, my dearest image in the studio.
Thank you so very much. With regards to denying it, it's just it's unverified news outlets that are really putting out that information. So I would not really acknowledge it because we can't really hold somebody to it. We don't have credible source regarding the denial. So I might not be able to really acknowledge that particular denial. But thank you so very much. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, Faith. This is Mansour.
Good morning to you, sir. Nice to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I actually don't know where got that information. If you had listened to like those of us who are here and there, or some of about South administration discussed about it, I didn't hear anyone that said that they denied it. But what I've read is that the federal government approved. So if they had denied it, we should see it later. But that's the height of insensitivity on the part of the government. They are asking us to tighten our belt. They are asking us that no money. Pensioners are not paid. That the economy is on the downtrend, and they are proposing this. But don't forget that some of these lawmakers, some of them benefited from the same jumbo salaries 4 years ago, 8 years ago, 16 years ago. Some of them are still in their house, and they are going to benefit from all these things again. You see, that is what we say, can they be on part-time? Let them be on part-time so that they will be paid civil allowance. But let us see what happens. But Nigeria cannot happen. They should call back that approval. Then on the issue of services, well, to me, that didn't time. The president has started well by appointing people that they felt that they would deliver. Let them deliver. Let them give them a chance. Let us give them a chance and support them in prayers and criticize constructively. God bless you. Thank you for keeping my God.
Thank you so very much, Mazi Chinedum. Such pleasure to have you. 0913-6000-410 is the phone line. 0913-6000-4304 WhatsApp and text messages. Facebook, YouTube, we're streaming live. Mainland 98.3 FM. You can join us and definitely drop your submissions on there. We have quite a number of messages there, but I would like to take a few WhatsApp messages first before we go back to phone calls and our Facebook and YouTube platform. This is Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. The phone lines are open for you to choose whatever story you find interesting or stories that you find to be, at the very top of your consciousness, and you like to talk about it. You like a platform to air your opinion on these matters. You can definitely do so here. You can do so by calling or texting or interacting with us via our social media handles. We have quite a number of WhatsApp messages on here, so I would read as many as I can and then I'll come back to the phone line. So please, I would plead your patience so that everybody can get a word or two in. So we have a message here. Okay, it was deleted. I don't know why it was deleted. But good morning, crew. Okay. I am surprised to hear what percentage of increment has been proposed for our political leaders or elected politicians. 114%. What the masses are facing now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must suspend implementation for now and reduce the cost of governance. Thank you. All right, thank you very much, Anthony, for your message. We have another one here. Top of the morning to you, Sage and Fuad. Persistent insecurity and wanton needless killing of innocent Nigerians by terrorist and criminal element must be declared war against now. Negotiations or pacification of these hellish marauders must be completely jettisoned for having consistently failed, as the terrorists have chosen their path already, which is of destruction and not of surrender. There has to be a final solution to the insecurity questions in Nigeria through decisive, seriously coordinated and sustained deliberate military actions. They have messed with Nigeria for too long, and enough is enough. They must be annihilated with all their traces without anyone left to spend our resources on. Nigeria must overcome. Thank you, Sage Leke from Ali Mosho. Leke is of the opinion that we shouldn't spend our resources rehabilitating quote and unquote repentant terrorists. Thank you, Leke. Good morning. Sam from Magodo says, I don't believe this government is ready to fight corruption. Increasing the pay of politicians is a red flag when the country is struggling with subsidy issue. Nigeria should be using AI to fight security challenges in the country instead of the manual process, which is yielding no result. But because maybe some people are benefiting from it, they will not do it. For the student loan, why not improve the standard of the institution instead of introducing loan? I believe people that will fall to this trap are the non-educated parents. Thank you, Sam, for your message. We appreciate you. Let's take two more and go back to the phones, all right? Good morning to you, my fellow patriotic Nigerians. He says, I'm Pastor Sunday from Agboro. My submission on the acquisition of technology to fight crime in Nigeria, as proposed by the acting IGP, is commendable, but it will not succeed with the Nigeria system. The reason being that Nigeria police, who are already corrupt in their hearts, will manipulate and corrupt the gadgets to suit what they want to achieve. On the jumbo pay for National Assembly people, by this simple act, they have shown us that they are there for themselves and not for the masses. That is why they will fight people just to get there. Some of them don't bother what happened to them, even when they have told the whole world that in 2018 he was poisoned, and yet the same individual went again in 2023 to get the presidential candidacy, but he failed the whole world, got to know what happened in the past. This is a very lengthy message. I'm sorry I cannot take the entire message. Let's go back to phone calls for a bit. Hello.
Sabalola, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, my name is Peter Monse from Shogulu.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, let me start from Lagos State Rice. So it's 33,000 per bag.
Yes.
And then the minimum wage is how much? 30,000. So even a bag of rice is higher than the minimum wage. Let me surprise you, my sister. You may know a lot of
situations like this. I know of a family that the husband is a graduate. He's receiving 25,000 naira at where he is working as a teacher. And the wife is receiving 15,000 naira. 15 plus 25, that's 40,000. And they have 4 children. Sorry, they have 2 children. Now, tell me, how do they see? They pay electric bills, they pay all other things. I think Lagos State Rice should not be more than 12,000 naira. 12, I'll call it again, 12. To make sense for me to believe that something has been done. I don't want anybody to tell me that half bread is better than no. There are some half bread that turn your stomach and cause ulcer for you. Now, on the police IG, whatever reform he wants to do, I said it yesterday, I want to repeat this. Let him give orders to all the police formation, the DPOs. If any crime happens and succeed in your areas, and within how many days you have not arrested the criminals, that DPO or that commissioner should be called to question. And make grants available for Nigeria to make reports. I said this yesterday, I want to say it again. Please, there are a lot of people that are collecting money for police. Come to a roundabout here, at Chibolu Street. Go to Total at Padeyi. There are those that are collecting for police. It's what I know. But I don't want to call names, my sister. Please. They should make sure that does not happen again. And then, finally, on electricity, they make so much profit. Mary, do you know what they call, what is their name now? There's something they put in your bill. They say outstanding. We were supposed to see 1.2 million. Added to our bill, they say it's outstanding. We took it up, we find out, they said we should come for negotiation. We went, we negotiated, and they brought it down to 600,000. Where did they get that outstanding? These are the scam people. And let's collaborate with them to scam Nigerians, to punish Nigerians.
Thank you.
I wish wherever the government comes to eradicate this criminality in the power sector so that Nigeria can live their life peacefully.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. As long as the estimated billion is what is being used, we'll continue to see cases like this, unfortunately. Hello, good morning to you. Hello,
good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Abakar.
Oh,
My name is Abakar.
welcome.
Yeah. On this issue of this electricity,
the electricity tariff. Discos and their earnings and the increase in tariff.
Okay, you can see how insensitive. Or let's say they are taking people for granted. They are making more profit, and they are increasing. The last tariff was increased without even the knowledge of Nigeria. Now they are planning to increase another tariff, and they are making more profit. For last fourth quarter of last year and the first quarter of this year, for what the analysis read out, you can see the increment in what they are earning. It's really unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. And on this issue of increment, I think most of these NGOs, I think that time we check how political exposed they are. Because for the the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Allocation Commission to be thinking of increasing the salary of politicians along with the judiciary. The judiciary can be accepted. But I don't know why these people, when they are trying to make any good policy or any trial, they will just try to package some kind of self-centered something. This should not allow to be go. The minimum of Nigerian workers should be increased, and not issue of politician increasing of public office holders' salary. Thank you, my God bless this country.
Thank you very much for calling, Abubakar. We appreciate you. Going back to our Facebook platform now. We have a number of messages on here. Good morning, sir and ma. On the issue of increasing salary of President, Vice President and National Assembly, it has been denied by revenue mobilization. So kindly let's be patient. Apostle Akinleye Ezekiah sent this particular message. Somebody said that before, but I have checked, and the one news outlet that posted it even put a disclaimer there that it is not primarily from from them. They literally put it there that this is not information from them. So until we have, from credible source and that this is the case, we would like to stick with the information that we have right now. But definitely, trust me, once we're certain, we will put that information out there that it has been denied. All right, so please work with us, but we appreciate you for bringing this to our knowledge. Thank you. Gabriel Olamilekon says, good morning, Sage. These heartless leaders thrive in what they do because they succeed in dividing us across different lines, such as religious, ethnic, party affiliation, and as we speak, some people are still supporting their actions and calling others anti-party. Until we all speak with one voice and fight them as common enemy, nothing will change because they are not empathetic with the people. Good morning. The country has already gone there. How can the salaries of senators be increased while the minimum wage is still 30,000 naira? A liter of fuel is about 510 naira and people are still smiling. In fact, there's no need for all of this. People can barely eat a meal this morning. A little girl woke me up and said, Uncle, I am hungry. This message is from Francis Yaji. Francis, thank you very much. Farouk Said says, hello Sage, Babalola and Mr. Fuad. My name is Said Farouk from Lagos Island. The RMAFC are joking, though they have rebuffed the article as false, but such detrimental and insane statement can be deemed punishable under the fake news bill of the last administration because such news is set to raise the nation ablaze. The proposal of the TUC NLC request are yet to be rectified. On the Eco Rice issue, I will want to state that Lake Rice was a combination of Lagos and Kebbi State to bridge rice consumption in Lagos, being the most high density state in the country. Hence, there was an urgent redress to production and consumption. The Eco Rice is an initiative of the Lagos State government to produce our own branded rice, which is a good development. Thank you very much. All of these comments I just read are from our Facebook platform. We'll go back to taking phone calls and then we'll go to WhatsApp as well. I promise you I'll take all of your contributions to the best of my capacity. And back to the phones now. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Baba.
Yes, good morning to you, sir. Your name, please.
Yes, Alaji Suba.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. First of all, on the Lagos State government, whatever the increments in salary was, kudos to them. But my point is this: you see, the governor of Lagos State, Governor Sanwo-Olu, so focus on the local government. Whenever they are evacuating streets, because of the rain, we should ensure that the evacuation is done immediately. You see, they will evacuate the water and then immediate. The rain will now push it back there. It's no work done. Please use your authority to do that. On the issue of security, I'm appealing to the new Inspector General of Police. He has performed before, we need him. But let them, because of the strength, the capacity of Nigerian police, with their workforce, they are not enough. And they should work in collaboration with the local police. And then let them empower them, let them give them arms, especially in Plateau State. Nigeria is not happy with everyday killing. We hope God will assist him. All the Amaketeko, all the, the vigilante, whatever, let them empower them. And then, if possible, they increase the workforce of Nigerian police. The same thing with, other army chiefs. Let them work in synergy. Because if there is no security, how can Nigerian progress? Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alaji, for calling. Hello. Hello. Yes. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, please, can you use a minute so other people can talk? Yeah.
I was telling you that somebody who is saying that they have denied. Is it this morning that they denied? The official was yesterday telling us that the cost of living has gone high. Commodities in the market have gone high. That's why they increased the distance. And my question is, the president, I've done a research. The president of Nigeria doesn't buy food. For 8 years, Buhari was there. The wife didn't go to the market to buy vegetables. We have been feeding them, even the current one. In America, the president feeds himself and his family. So why do you want to increase salary of somebody who is living on a taxpayer's money? Yes, we feed them. So why do you feed them salary? They have not even talked of the goods they collect. Finally, on the lake rice, this lake rice, and that rice, we are going to look for the rice to buy. We are not seeing only their party supporters were getting the rice. I hope that's not what they want to start now.
Thank you, Okangwele. Now, please let's try to allow other people speak as well. All right, please. I would advise that if you've spoken before via the phone line and you have extra contributions, you can just send us a text message. All right, please. Thank you so much for your understanding. Hello.
Good morning, Sage.
Yes, good morning to you.
We have Chief Akpagwadi. I'm calling from Songo.
Welcome, sir.
I want to first of all talk about insecurity, and I will just be giving a recommendation as it was this morning. On insecurity nationwide, I will advise the government to first of all pull out of ECOWAS for the first 2 years of the administration and tackle security. We don't want to belong to ECOWAS until we are able to battle both all these people, Boko Haram, and West Madrid. All the nationalities that are telling people everywhere, and we don't want them to continue. And so that is.
Hello? Oh, we lost that phone call. Apologies. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, is that Mainland FM?
Yes, you're on to Mainland FM.
Okay, I'm a first-time caller.
It's so nice to have you. Thank you for joining us. What's your name, please?
My name is Amama.
All right.
Amama
From where?
You see, I'm calling from Lekki.
All right. Welcome, Mama. Please go ahead.
Sometimes I began to wonder. Since the president announced the withdrawal of subsidy, I have been living on borrowing to work, and nothing has been done to alleviate the poor people first. And how can they increase the public offices, the politicians? So I don't know whether these people are ruling us or they are for themselves. Please, I'm just appealing, let the president, let them not spend that thing. Let them know anything, because if you want the government to be successful, you just prepare that for now. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Hello. Hello. Yes, good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yes, please your name, sir.
Yes, my name is Dante from Igondo.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, the thing is that everybody have said my mind. How would you be in power and you're using your power to oppress the poor? Look at what Prince Wire said. That gradually should go to the farm to go and farm. Can he advise his own son to go to the farm and farm?
But there's nothing wrong with agriculture. Do you think agriculture is bad?
Let me talk now. Let me talk. Don't off my mic. Let me say my mind.
I'm just talking to you. I'm conversing with you. I'm not fighting you. We're just talking.
Don't off my mic. Let me say my mind. I'm not insulting anyone.
Say your mind, though.
Prince Wire said that gradually should go to the farm and farm. Is it the plan that he will give his own children? He said that he loved the way they removed the subsidy. Why is he complaining now, coming out back to complain now? Why is Prince Wire coming out to complain now? Why is he complaining?
Can you please contribute? Like, say something about whatever headline. Like, let's forget about Prince Wire for now.
You are in power, and you are using your power to oppress the poor. You remove subsidy. No alternative motive. Nothing. Look at the way many people are suffering, crying for food. Everything has increased. Inflation everywhere. Now they put extra tax. Now they put extra increment of the tax, increment of the power, NEPA bill, and they want to increase their own allowances and their own salary, and leave the poor masses to be hungry. Is that one government? I don't know what to say. This government is still the same thing with validity. That's just what I want to say.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Please refrain from speaking about other callers in a condescending manner. You might not use aggressive words, but we know what communication is. So don't speak about other callers in a condescending manner. And what exactly is wrong with agriculture? The food that we eat, so people's children grew those products. The food that we have access to were grown by other people's children. So what's wrong with agriculture? I'm really curious. But thank you very much for your perspective. We appreciate you. Hello, good morning. This is our last call for the day, by the way, so we can get through messages. Hello. All right.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, good morning. Your name, please.
Yeah, my name is David Samuel.
All right, please go ahead.
Please, please, I just want to ask Mr. Fuad, are we still refined gas in Nigeria?
Are we what?
Are we still making gas here in Nigeria, or we are importing gas here in Nigeria?
Oh, we do produce gas. I think Imo State has the largest deposit of gas, but we also import, unfortunately.
Okay, because what I feel so is that if we are producing gas here in Nigeria, how do they get it without getting fuel and what do you call it, and diesel from it? And the second question I want to ask, is it true that from the NFPC that the state in year 2021 they made 87 billion naira as a profit?
To be honest, it's very difficult to hear you. I am straining so hard. If you can please send it via WhatsApp, I would appreciate this. Thank you so much. But
Can you hear me now?
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I said the NFPC group that chairman said they make 687 trillion in year 21.
The money that we'll verify that information and announce it, all right? But it's I really don't know what you're saying. I heard you say they made a certain amount of money in 2021. So if you want to know how much they made, I can definitely get that out to you. Thank you so very much. Unfortunately, we can't take any more phone calls. I am so sorry. We have money for people to loot without any questioning. The immunity of the free. All the Abacha loot returned. They should explain to us what it has been used for. Fidelis is the author of that particular message. Thank you, Fidelis. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. It will be an insult and insensitive on the part of the government for them to go ahead with the salary review of public servants. The citizens are talking about cutting down the cost of governance to reduce wastages. This is just the wrong timing. However, I struggle to believe public servants are still collecting the same salary since 2008, despite the economic downturn that's said to have been last reviewed. And Fuad, on insecurity, especially in play too. Honestly, it is very heartbreaking and unhealthy. I don't know what we are doing as a country when the lives and properties of people cannot be protected. Our leaders have not done very well. On the increment for political class, it is extremely despicable and it is unacceptable at the time that Nigerians are going through a lot. I think this is a perilous time in the renewal of a hope era. Is this the sacrifices of Nigerians? How can it be appreciated? Are we actually going through all these tough times only to feed the loaded politicians in power? Who is fooling who in this country? Damilola from Alaba sent that. Thank you. Why do they want to? I'm sorry. All right. Please, if you can rephrase that contribution, I would appreciate it. Good morning. My name is Sonny Zadok from Shasha, Alimosho, Lagos State. Increasing the salary of government workers is a good idea, but what about what we do in business? In our business, and we're losing customers as well. Hello, Mainland FM. You see what is going on in the country. The government people have removed the subsidy, and these people this evening you're seeing. I don't blame them. I blame Nigerians for allowing them to get into power. Don't think about the debunking that has been done by the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, that's the RS Judicial and Public Office Holders, by 104%. In an exclusive discussion with leadership, our salaries of public servants. So leadership is the increment. He didn't say anything about the increment at all. There's still many WhatsApp messages on here. We're pretty sure that this conversation would come up again, and then you can talk. Name is Sage Babalola. We also say a very big thank you to Fuad Said for joining us. We'll go